Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. And today, hey, a very big moment in the history of my channel. Enjoy. T. Okay, guys, hey, back for another pouring video. The very first thing I'm going to do is a visual inspection of my crucible. Now, when crucibles come new, they come nice and shiny like this. They're made out of graphite. Over time, they get charred up like this. But what my buddy Backyard Bullion was explaining to me the other day was that not only do they become discolored like this, but they also degrade pretty rapidly. And what he was talking about was like the walls of the crucible, right here where I'm pinching, that will become thinner and thinner. And as it does, you run the risk of, having an issue where your crucible cracks in the furnace, or you pull it out and it cracks, and you've got hot molten silver everywhere. And as I noticed this one is kind of like, it used to be flat like this, and now this part at the bottom here is kind of curved a little bit. So this is going to be pour number 4. And he estimated that I should get maybe 8 or 10 at the most pours out of this. So we're going to go with it again and just keep a close eye. But I am taking his advice and doing a visual inspection before we go. Now, I'm going to toss my silver in here. This is about 3 troy ounces. That was a leftover from another pour. And then you've seen me in previous videos bending up these old buffaloes. And that's what I'm putting in here. I'm going with today about 9 ounces. So 9 ounces of silver, shaped, bent up shape like this. And there we go. We're going with 9. I've got a special project. Can't wait to show you guys. Okay, hey, shout out to 2 Auto for hooking me up with this furnace. And then we put it on, and let's see. $10.95 is the recommendation from 2 Auto. And I've got my silver here in the crucible. We'll toss that baby in there and give her some time to warm up, and keeping an eye on it along the way. So let me close this up and get working on something else. And okay, I had kind of a crazy idea of doing a sand casting. Again, commandeering another one of my wife's baking trays here. With this little pan here for muffins is going to go for a special silver pour. I've never seen anything like this done before. I've watched quite a few pour videos, and I'm just going to try it. I just started pouring, and I'm going to be most likely experimenting with lots of different methods and trying my hand at a variety of different techniques. And so I'm going to fill up one of these little spaces with some sand and see if I can make an impression in it. And well, that's not too bad. And how that goes. So let me tap that down a little bit. I want it nice and firm. Okay, there's that. And we'll see how this works. Put that back. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, let's give that a shot. Okay, let me unveil to the world my crazy idea. It is my very own T the Silver Stacker channel round. And as I use this to make an imprint, I will have some cool, hopefully cool looking pour lines on the back. And if you're wondering, that's balsa wood. Some creativity, an X-Acto knife, and some glue was what I used to put this together. Let's see if it makes a decent imprint over there. There goes nothing. Now, to get it out. Well, I got something there. Hedging my bet here. Not sure if that other method will work. So, here we go. I am going to try a sand casting mold here. A flask is what they're called. And so we'll see if this works and which one actually looks better. Hopefully they both work, and it's just a matter of preference as to which I like better. But if one doesn't work and the other does, hey, that's the winner right there. Put this on top. The scraping part's kind of satisfying. $10.95. Let's see what we have. And I'm still looking at a not quite melted Buffalo Round. So I think I might just switch over to Silver Shot. Okay, just a little while later, and my silver is melted. We're going to attempt to do the very first ever T the Silver Stacker channel round. And here we go. Give it a shot. Come on, baby. All right. Let's see what happens there. Look at that flame. I see I had a little over pour. Maybe I should have made more. I don't know. I just wanted to try this first. Oh, I almost forgot the little tappy tap. I forgot the pour lines. I was too busy yapping. And I only got some tiny little pour lines, some little ripples along the edge there. We'll see what comes of this. Whoa. It's like puffing from below. Incredible. Okay, that hopefully is cool enough. Just by the looks of it, I'm a little disappointed that I did an over pour there, but we'll see what the details look like. And pour it. Now that's ice there. It's cold here in Northwest Indiana. Oh, oh man. Stuck in the ice. I'm gonna have my safety director here like I normally do, Mrs. T. Oh no, it's cold. Oh, whoa. That might clean up okay. Take a look there. You can even see the little coins, little remnants of the Libertad in the background. I can't wait to clean that up and show it to you. Massive overpour. Not quite sure what to do with that. But I think in the next one, I can do better. And this is the prototype only anyway. So that looks pretty cool. You can see the 20. You can see the little YouTube symbol there. I don't know. Let's clean this baby up and see what she looks like. Okay, like I said before, I don't really have super high hopes for this one. I did it just to kind of experiment. And let's see. Let's see what we got here. I suppose it would be wise to put my gloves on. That's what Mrs. T would tell me to do. Okay. There it is. Okay, that's out. And take my spoon. Let's see what we got here, if anything. I have to clean that baby up and see what she looks like. Okay, here we go. Prototype A and prototype B. One was the open sand casting method. The other one was with a flask. And in just a second, I'll show you both of them. let me get it cleaned up. One of these methods was definitely more challenging than the other, and that's obviously the sand casting method with the flask. And just because, for starters, it takes a lot of nerve and a lot of precision in order to get it just right. The other part of that is, you know, I only have one flask, and I would have to just do one at a time, over and over and over and over, if I wanted to make 10 or 12 or 14 or 15 of these. Because I know there's some folks in the community who would be interested in purchasing one. If you are, feel free to leave a comment. That way I know, you know, like an idea of the level of interest. But either way, let me show you what I got right off the bat before I even clean them up any further. This is prototype A. And obviously it has more to go, but you could see the YouTube symbol, you could see the T with the coins on it, and even the 20, because I started the channel in 2020. The back, I'll have to work on the ripples a lot more. I just got a very little ripple action, and part of that is I was so, you know, concentrating on doing a good pour that I forgot to tap the tray very much, but that's one. This is heavy. I can feel right now this is super heavy. This over pour, I'm not sure what I do about that. Do I try to cut it down and file around? I'm not sure what I'll do. Got some cleaning up, but at least you could see the rudimentary idea. You could even, if you look very carefully, you can even see the mountains from the Libertad in the background. Let's try to take a look here at prototype B. This is the sand casting, and you know, that didn't come out as good there. Let me see, get better focus here. There we go. Yeah, that poured through there. You can see the 20. You could kind of see the mountains there, but not nearly as good as the first one. So, I think I'm going to go with prototype A and try for some really good pour lines. This was a good experiment. Maybe I'll just clean this and keep it to the side or either that or just put it back in the furnace. I don't know. But either way, I think I'm going to go with A, just from the and then that was my guess from the very beginning, was to go with A. But I thought, well, let me at least try. And yeah, I kind of like it. It's not perfect. It's got a little roughness to it. I kind of like it. A little too heavy. But I think that is more promising than the sand casting method. What do you guys think? I did have some little over pours, stuff like this. And you know where that goes. Right in there for the next one. Even some like little pebbles. I've determined that I can't really live with that. It bothers me too much. And everything else I like, but that notch. So I am going to attempt to saw it and file it to the point where I'm satisfied with it. And yeah, I bought this little vise on Amazon, and as all my Amazon purchases, you can find the link in the video description. Nice and shiny. Now to stamper. Got the state of Indiana, and I'll insert a little T in there. Got the state of Indiana and a T right there. There's my stamp. T with Indiana State, 2.9 ounces Troy, 0.999 fine silver, 001, my prototype. Think I'm done? I'm not. There's more. All right, I've got some real hot water here, about 140 degrees. I've got some liver of sulfur, and I know what some of you are thinking, like, oh no, not again, T. Be careful, man. And yeah, I've used this before with mixed results. So, by the way, if you are new to my channel and you haven't seen my other pour videos, and if you've made it this far into this video, obviously you like pour videos, go back and look. I've got a whole playlist that starts from the very beginning with my very first piece and up until now. So if you want to go back and see some of those, and just a couple drops, I think I've learned my lesson. There's 1, 2, 3 drops. And this time I'll mix it up a little bit. All right, you got that yellow Easter egg color. You've got a bad smell, and you've got 1 round that's going in for a bath here. We'll leave it in a couple minutes and see what happens. Yeah, in case you're wondering, I've taken another one of my wife's cooking bowls. You know, I've already taken the cookie sheet, the muffin maker, and now a glass bowl. I don't want to leave that in there for too long. So let me give you a little better peek as to what's going on in there. All right, there you go. And it's hard to see what's happening. Well, you could kind of tell it's darkening up already. It doesn't take long, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I should turn it over so I get the other side as well. Let's give it a minute on that side, maybe a minute on the other, but man, it's like changing right before our eyes here. Should I have done this or not? Well, time will tell. I think that's about enough. Wow, that did it. That did it for sure. Now, it's darkened up, that's for darn sure. Oh, we're not done yet. I've got other plans for this round. Now, last time I had a heck of a time polishing my round. This time I've got a secret weapon here. Hey, Mrs. T bought me this quite a while ago. Finally found it, busted it out. And I'm going to attempt to polish this up and see what we can do. Okay, amigos, here is the finished product. I have to admit, I am pretty pleased with it. I got the look that I was going for. You could see the darkened Indiana state outline with the T inside it, 2.9 ounces Troy, and that number 1. This is the prototype. The next one will be even better. But the look I was going for is that you can see like a little outline of coins, which is my logo is made of coins. And you've got the YouTube symbol. You've got the 20 because that's when I started on YouTube. And the look with the antique finish I was going for was the darker background with the T and these 2 items, the YouTube and the 20, popping after it was shined up. I think I achieved that. Couple, you know, it's not perfect, but I think it's cool as heck. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this round and what I should do. Should I make more or just make it a one-off? I'm guessing people are going to say make more, but you tell me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Labor intensive, but a lot of fun to bring you this video. Again, if you haven't seen my other pour videos, take a look at the playlist. I'll put it on the screen in the outro. Thanks, guys. I'm going off the rails on this racing trail.